come to a comfortable seated position, whether that's kneeling or cross-legged. I like to have a prop underneath me, so I use a pillow or my bolster. And for today's class, we are going to use a wall, so we're going to have some poses with our feet going up the wall. We'll need some pillows and some blankets for today's class. But we're just going to start with some breathing. So I just want you to close your eyes. You can place your hands, palms face down on top of the thighs. You're going to take a big deep breath in through the nose. Big breath out through the mouth. Big deep breath in through the nose. Big breath out through the mouth and sigh. Big deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out and sigh. Now we're going to elongate that breath. So I just want you to take a big deep breath in through the nose to the count of 4. We're going to hold that breath at the top for 4 counts. And then breathe out for the count of 4. Hold the breath out for 4 counts, and we'll repeat. So just take a big deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Now breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. So we're going to add an image to this breath. So as you breathe in for the count of 4, you're going to go up one side of a square. As you hold the breath, you're going to go across the top of the square. As you breathe out, you're going to go down the side of the square. You're going to hold your breath across the bottom of the square. And we'll keep going around that square as we breathe. So just take a big deep breath in through the nose. Big breath out. Now breathing into the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going up the side of the box. Hold the breath as you go across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out as you go down the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath as you go across the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going at your own pace. wherever you are, take a big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. And just sit there with the eyes closed, just feeling the effects of that breathing. Not controlling your breath here. Now we're just going to make that breath a little bit longer. So we're going to breathe into the count of 5. As we breathe out, we're going to count to, we're breathing out to the count of 7. So if you don't quite make 7, that's okay. Just try to breathe out as deeply as you can. This is a really relaxing breath. So you're going to breathe into the count of 5, breathe out to the count of 7. Remember, if you can't make either of the tops of those numbers, just go with your own breath. Go as far as you can up, far as you can out. So just take that big deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out. Now breathing into the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep going. Going at your own pace. Just 2 more like that. And last one here. Now big deep breath in through the nose. Big breath out and sigh through the mouth. Let the breathing come back to normal. Again, just feeling the effects of this breathing. Now the next breath is going to be a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. So you breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. So you're going to be forcefully breathing out, like you're pulling your belly in as you breathe out. So big breath in through the nose, big breath out through the mouth, forcefully breathing it out. Breathe in and out. Now we're going to add some arm movements to this. If you're not comfortable with the arm movements, just practicing that breath. So as you breathe in, your arms are up. As you breathe out, arms come down. Breathe in and out. Okay. Otherwise, just keeping your arms down beside you, breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and out. You can add a little bit of a forward motion with that as well. forcefully pushing that air out. If your arms get tight, you bring those arms down. If your mouth gets dry, you can always stop and just swallow, just repeating when you're ready. Big deep breath in. Breathe out, let your arms come down onto the thighs. Just letting the breathing come back to normal. Again, we're going to stay here for 5 breaths, just feeling the effect of the breathing. Slowly, we're going to come into our first pose. And this is where we're going to have our feet up on the wall. So I'm going to use my pillow or my bolster, and I'm going to place that right against the wall. So that's touching the wall. And I find the easiest way to get into this pose is by coming to lay in front of your bolster as close as you can. Props. So I'm going to come over to the left side of my bolster. So like I'm going to lay down in a little curled up ball position. And then I'm going to put my feet on the wall and put my hips on top of the bolster. You can move that bolster however you like. And then just having your legs straight up on the wall to start. If you can get your bum as close as you can to the wall, almost touching the wall, you can lift your hips up and then replace your hips back down on top of the bolster. And then when you're ready, you can extend those legs up the wall. The arms can be straight out to the side or in cactus arms. So elbows bent at 90 degrees and just having the legs up the wall. Now I invite you to close your eyes. Just take a big deep breath in, deep breath out. Now relax the legs, they're completely supported by the wall. Relax the upper body. We're going to stay here for about 3 minutes in total. Big deep breath in, big deep breath out. This pose is very rejuvenating for the body. as the blood is flowing back from your feet back to your heart in that reverse direction. Big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. You want to release any tension in the mouth or in the jaw. Separating the mouth just slightly. Completely relax into the pose. Now we're going to move into our next pose. Basically, you're just going to stay here on the wall, where you're going to come into butterfly with the feet. So you're going to slide the feet down so that your feet insoles are touching each other, letting the feet fall open to the side. Find a comfortable kind of space here where you feel like you can keep the feet up with the feet together, opening the knees wide. Just slide the feet down the wall, bringing the soles of the feet together as closely as you can, and let those knees fall open. Once you've settled into the pose, take a big deep breath in, deep breath out. Continue with that deep breathing as we stay here in this pose. Big deep breaths in. Big deep breaths out. From here, we're going to slowly slide those feet up the wall so that they're straight again. Taking your time extending the legs. To stay here for 3 breaths. Big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. From here, we're going to come into what's called dragonfly. Basically, you're just going to keep your legs straight as you open the legs up. So just going as far as you can that you are able to on your wall. You can also always come back into that butterfly position if that's better for where your space is. This is just a little bit deeper stretch for the inner thighs. Again, continuing with that big deep breath in, big deep breath out. Letting the legs relax. Feet are touching the wall. We're going to slowly start to bring those feet back up the wall. Take your time. You can lift one leg at a time, just straightening them up the wall. Stay here for 3 breaths. Big deep breath in. Deep breath out. Next, we're coming into reclined pigeon pose. So how are you going to start is just by bending your knees so your feet are flat on the wall at 90 degrees. You might need to come away from the wall a little bit, so you can just push your feet into the wall, lift your hips up, move your pillow or bolster back a little bit, and just shimmy back, just so that your knees are directly over your hips or a little bit higher. It's going to depend on your flexibility, because you're going to cross one ankle. So I'm going to take my left ankle and cross it on top of my right knee. So my left foot is still on the wall, and my hips are on my bolster. My left ankle is on my right knee. And if you want, you can put a slight pressure on that right knee, opening up that hip, stretching the glute. And then closing the eyes. Big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. You're going to stay here for 2 minutes on this side. If it's better for you, you can always relax the arms down, arms out to the side. Before we switch to the other side, stretch those legs up the wall again, even though they'll be a little bit further from the wall this time. And just stay here for 3 breaths. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more big deep breath in, deep breath out. Now go ahead and bend the knees again at 90 degrees, both feet on the wall to start. And then take your left leg and cross it over on top of your right knee. So left ankle is on top of your right knee. Again, if you want to place your left hand on your left thigh, then just opening it up, or just relax the arms down beside you, letting the knee fall wherever it needs to. Closing the eyes. Big deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now slowly releasing that foot, but bring your foot back so both feet are bent at 90 degrees. For our last pose here on the wall, I want you to slowly lift the hips up, and we're going to move that prop out of the way. And we're going to slide back towards the wall. So if you want to roll to one side, so you can bring your bum close to the wall again. And then extend the legs up the wall. This is going to be half dragon. So basically one foot's going to be in butterfly. So I'm going to put my right leg into butterfly, and my left leg is going to be in that dragonfly. So opening it up. So this is where, if you want to have your prop, and place it underneath your thigh. And then we're going to rest into this pose. So big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. You can relax the arms down beside you or place them on your belly. We're going to stay here for 2 minutes. Before we switch to the other side, slowly extend that right leg up the wall and bring your left leg back up the wall. Again, we'll stay here for the 3 breaths before transitioning to the other side. If you want to move your props to the other side, you can. Big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. Now go ahead and bend your left leg into that butterfly position. Then when you're ready, slowly drop the right leg out to the side into that dragonfly. And then big deep breath in, big deep breath out. And slowly extend that left leg back up the wall. And bring that right leg back up. Again, we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time here. So I'd like you to bend your knees, and then we're going to slowly fall to one side. And then slowly just making your way on to your hands and knees. I want you to take your knees wide. And we're going to come into a version of child's pose. So take your pillows and put them horizontally. So 1 or 2 stacked on top of one another. And then I want you to place your elbows on top. So close enough where you can place your elbows on top of your bolster. Then you can place your hands together, palms facing together. And you're going to place your forehead on top of your bolster. And I want you to relax the head down, hands behind your head. So your forehead will be resting on your pillows, hands behind your head. Relaxing into that pose. And then slowly release the arms. You're going to slowly walk it up. And we're going to come to a seated position with our legs extended out in front of us. You can move your pillow to the side. Now we're going to do a forward fold. So the legs are going to be extended out in front of you. You can move those sits bones back. And then you can place your pillow or your props right on top of your thighs, either horizontally or lengthwise. And then you're going to come to fold forward over your pillows, arms down beside you. and relaxing that head down. Just resting, just letting that head fall down if that's comfortable for you. Try relaxing the arms so that it's not holding you up. Just take a big deep breath in. Breathe out and relax into that forward fold. We're going to slowly roll up, coming back to that seated position. Nice. And then we're going to take our pillows, we're going to place it behind us. Just shift my body forward a little bit. And we want to do a chest opener or heart opener. And that pillow is going to go directly behind your shoulder blades. So across the shoulder blades. So as I lay down, that pillow is going to go across my shoulder blades. My arms will just be on it or above it. You might want a pillow for the head to support it depending on how your neck feels. An option to have the legs in butterfly or straight out in front of you. Arms can be in cactus or straight out to the side. And that easy chest opener. Take a big deep breath in. Deep breath out. Before we come out of this pose, you can place the hand behind your head to help sit up slowly. If your legs are in butterfly, you can slowly straighten them out. Just slowly roll to one side to move that prop out of the way. And we're going to come into our final pose, the Shavasana. So if you want to have that bolster underneath your legs, you can. If you want to have a blanket over you, so feet are wide, toes fall out to the side. Let the palms face up beside you, or resting one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. You're going to take a big deep breath in through the nose. Big breath out through the mouth and sigh. Big deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out and sigh. Slowly letting your body completely relax into that mat. If your hand isn't on your chest, I'd like to get you to place one hand right in the center of the chest. And I want you to imagine breathing in and out through the chest. Expanding as you breathe in and relaxing as you breathe out. And I want you to add the mantra, I am enough. So with that hand on the chest, breathing in, I am. Breathing out, enough. And just going with your own breath. Keep repeating, I am enough. If you'd like to stay longer in your Shavasana, I invite you to do so. Otherwise, you can slowly start to move the toes and the fingers. You move your head from one side to the other side. And then bending your knees one at a time in towards the chest, giving yourself a big hug. And then when you're ready, you can fall to one side or the other side. Stay here for 3 breaths. And whenever you're ready, you can come into that seated position, just placing the hands together in front of the chest, thumbs resting on the breastbone. We're going to end with one Om. So just take a big deep breath in, breathe out, breathe in, and Namaste.